on sortie after sortie, both in the US and in this bracket, right? But now he's facing a character that wants to fight Peach up close. And that's scary. Because normally he can, like we said, he can kind of like weasel his way in, maneuver around the sword, sweep back in and counter it. But in this situation, Skyjay is waiting for you to get the counter. He wants you to be there so he can give you a big ol' hug. Let's see if Skyjay can get the hugs, or if MuteAce is...
Oh my God, a Saturn off rip? Are you kidding me? He's in the wrong place. We just sent him to Vegas instead of France.
Out of this world for a reason, and oh my God, has to watch out how you're landing. Skyjay taking a bit too much damage to start this game off. Still has Mr. Stan's floating around. No shield though, Skyjay knows.
Yeah, that's the best part about Mr. Saturn, right? You can kind of just leave him on stage for later, but sometimes he also will just walk off.
So, if you fought Incineroar Hurts on hit, MuteAce has touched Incineroar twice. And he was at 115, right? Now getting a single hit, already nearing the KO percent. This is the hard part for Peach. Getting that final hit, though, and we saw how well Skyjay abuses that dynamic against Super Semi, where he was until 200, but MuteAce finishing the food, and this is looking, well, basically untouched on this first stock, right? This is looking extremely rough for Skyjay already.
Okay, what damage can we get? Down tilt to Nair to down tilt, not too much from the floats, and you're just powering them up. The revenge.
I think Skyjay's opponents are starting to catch on to the fact that he does go for double revenge a lot. At the end of the set against Semi, he never got it again after a certain point. MuteAce also, you know, now that he has that experience with Skyjay head-to-head after the pre-local, he's probably aware of that as well.
The awareness, right?
The turnips at him as well.
The awareness right now going big for MuteAce. Look at how he's weaving around Skyjay's hitboxes. Yeah, you get hit by Becker, but you're at 70, right? Like, you're chilling. And again, going straight back to that bobbing and weaving, coming back in with a dash grab of all things on a whiff down tilt. That's crazy.
Yeah, Skyjay throwing those back airs out, attacking with his feet. I'm sorry, attacking with his meters to try to space MuteAce out. It's not working out so well. It's down 2 stocks already.
Yeah, feeding MuteAce that air dodge before in that second touch is going to make you lose it. And again, the double back air. Just taking so much damage wherever he goes. Skyjay has nowhere to run. No revenge is saving him either.
Dot phase, that's big. That's big. I told you, 141, 167, and you get KO'd. MuteAce with a 3-stock, a statement. And oh my God, the RNG of the gods to back it up.
Dot eyes and Saturn, you said?
Wow.
Yeah, pretty good start.
Pretty good start, dude.
High roller MuteAce.
Yeah, what a statement. Dude, I don't even see what Skyjay is going to do here to get out of this pickle, right? Like, MuteAce just felt like he was, like I said, just bobbing and weaving. And Incineroar isn't fast enough to really overshoot all the positions that Peach wants to be. Like, if it was at Cloud or Lucina, I can see, you know, like, run up, rising fair, just drifted full in. Cannot really see Incineroar get away with overcommitments like that. Just not even in terms of like risk reward, but just in terms of like capability. He's not fast enough. So I'm really curious to see what Skyjay is going to do here. Cannot play too defensive either. You're going to let her get the turnip farm out.
Well, I feel like with his mobility not being the best, what I feel like he'll be doing more is trading. He's going to be wanting these trades. You know, he doesn't need to. Like you talked about before, he's heavy. He will be living these situations more, and he's able to risk reward in his favor with side Bs like that.
For sure. The side Bs are hitting, and we talked about this before, right? Peach, a little bit on the slower side, has to rely a little bit more on shield than the average character. We saw Mr. E make use of that. Now Skyjay taking his turn and abusing this Peach weakness with the grabs. Skyjay looking extremely strong so far, off of the back of just 2 side Bs, right?
Looks like MuteAce just misinput something off that follow-up, cost himself probably a lot of damage. Skyjay gonna hang on to this lead, take it for everything he possibly can, backing up for the ledge trap as well, and wow, MuteAce clutch spot dodge right there.
I was gonna say, waiting for the down smash as well, and the side B catch them on the other side, a lone whip all the way on the right side, tries to get the revenge. MuteAce recognizing it, floating out the way, it's kind of killing that momentum, and then fairing off the ledge. It's MuteAce's turn, the turnips yet again pushing him further away, and the upbeat trade gonna save Skyjay this time.
Suddenly we're at a nearly even game, but it is Skyjay getting the first stock courtesy of a stray hit right there. They're going to trade, but it's working out in the heavier character's favor. That's really the biggest asset Incineroar has. The survivability and the raw kill power are so high.
That lariat stays up for so long and it's able to kind of like beat spot dodging, beat shielding for too long. It kind of makes you do an option. MuteAce forced to take that stock right there. It's only even percents right now. Turnip combo in the ready.
Turnip come on the ready, launch it, but the drop from MuteAce is not what you want to see. MuteAce looking for a reset, but Skyjay kind of weaseling his way in. I love how Skyjay uses platforms, right? Because you're respecting his revenge onto the platform, and he just stops using it. And then he gets drop aerials, and suddenly he's not that slow because he gets to drop through the platform entirely.
Wow, the armor on the up B right there, and Skyjay holding down. Packs on a lot of damage with that cross drop right there. Wow, somehow dodges the back air on the neutral get up as well. We mentioned before how that's kind of a tendency of Skyjay, right? He loves to go for that neutral get up and attempt to reversal off the ledge. That greed, usually it works out for him, but MuteAce just too tight with the ledge pressure.
Too tight indeed. Even using the down smash as a whiff punish. Very rare for even MuteAce. Gets the nair on the air dodge. That's the limitation on the recovery coming to bite Skyjay in the behind. Right now, though, the control.
Okay.
Once again, using the meters to chip away at Skyjay's shield right there. And the turnip as well. Just getting...
What can I say, Max? The meters go a long way. Right now, Skyjay with the lariat establishing his disadvantage as a threat. And there's the back. There's the chase with the meters, chasing all the way into the sky. The Eiffel Tower could never, dude.
And this is the best thing about Skyjay this game, right? Even though he took so much damage the first game, the second game when he loses a stock, he's not taking as much damage before. He's maintaining it. Unfortunately, those turnip combos do make the difference, though.
Got to keep in mind, Incineroar has good anti-airs, right? That up air, you know, famously one of the best up airs in the game. A good rising forward air as well. He's good at keeping Peach out of the air, and we can see from MuteAce, the way he is moving through the air has to be ambiguous. And in the moments where it's not, Skyjay is there to call him out. And we see this time and time again. It comes down to the inches.
Here it comes, though. We know how this goes. Once the revenge a bit too greedy yet again, you're going to have to pay for your sins sometime. Tries to go for the back throw and whiffs it.
Oh, no, Mute looking for that roll read, just like how Semi did in that one exchange. And missing these lead traps can be so costly. 70% might not seem like a lot, but against Incineroar, you're basically bleeding out.
Oh, that foot that setup was crazy. It was not intentional, but it was crazy. Now, Skyjay, though, with all that rage in his back pocket, he is looking for that final hit. Look at him. He's rolling. There's the side B, exactly as foretold. Is going to make it out here, but had to air dodge. Now has a limited recovery path, and the turnip MuteAce going from a 3-stock to a last-hit game. Skyjay putting on a show.
Yeah, you could tell he wants some revenge. After what happened at that pre-local, man. MuteAce, he's not playing around. Look at that face.
He's focused.
He's singing along, too. Both these guys tapped into their music.
I don't think he's singing the song.
He's listening to the game.
I think
he's tweaking?
I think he's telling himself something.
Yeah.
But you know what? I'm not going to assume anything. I'm going to just let him keep working because at the moment, it's in MuteAce's favor. That's what I'm going to say.
Yeah. He might be having a tweak for a Zamba moment, bro.
Again, an early side B. We saw this in the previous game. This time getting the revenge on the up B as well. That is a big boon for Skyjay. Obviously, even if you just revenge like a 1% hitbox, that's going to have huge consequences.
Okay. Fair into turnip into fair. Damn. MuteAce really knows how to string these hits together so well. That's what's brought him so far with Peach as well. And now, okay, the cross chop going to go unpunished right there. But
one more get up.
Big counter. Charge long enough.
Now.
See, look at Skyjay lining up for the side B opportunity. Couldn't find it though. Went a bit greedy with the up smash. Seems to be the name of the set so far. Just greed.
Well, at the end of the day, right, he has to call out MuteAce's movement patterns. He has to do it somehow. Has to establish the options. And that is exactly why, as long as he's not dying, he's got the rage, he's got the advantage. MuteAce deals extreme damage per hit, right? That nair easily does 17. Right now, that's a 70% revenge, leading to a nair doing like 30 damage. Skyjay has the momentum in his claws.
When Skyjay beat Mute at the pre-local, it was also a reverse 3-0, right? You can just never feel safe against a player like this. So good at making comebacks, overstaying his welcome on every stock. And the survival is just worlds apart in terms of how long each of their stocks are going for. But that said, the combo game from MuteAce, unstoppable right now. Oh, never mind, until he messes it up, missing the turnaround for that down tilt.
MuteAce getting some uncharacteristic drops, but one thing you can say about MuteAce, he's not getting hit by these side Bs. I think Skyjay has missed like 6 in a row now.
Yeah, I think MuteAce's spacing around it has been really good. He's kind of staying at just outside the range. I think he recognizes with the micromanagement, he's able to kind of like, you know, just stay outside of that burst range and then punish accordingly as well.
That really is Incineroar's X factor, right? It's his mix-up, It's his way to beat Shield. It's his way to take an early stock. And we see the revenge right now. You know Skyjay has only one thing on his mind, and so does MuteAce.
Oh my God, the side Bs are not coming through. That wicked nair, MuteAce is happy taking that, right? Like, get rid of the revenge. I'll take 20. No big advantage. And another side B getting punished. This has to be the critical point in the matchup. At this point, it's all down to, is going to Skyjay start hitting these side Bs, or is MuteAce going to keep avoiding them time and time again?
He hasn't landed any, bro.
He hasn't landed any. I would just stop relying on it if I was Skyjay, but he's trying to figure something out. He's not figuring it out, though. MuteAce on another level right now with that movement, with the avoidance, takes a dash attack. Skyjay brings it to the final stock. This is still in the cards.
Yeah, Skyjay even telling himself, you know, it's not over. It's definitely not over. Unless you get an edge guarded like this, the turnip pushing him away, that might be it.
Dude, he's not listening to the fat lady. She's not singing.
Hanging on to his jump till the very end
No way.
as well. Oh, hold on. Okay, only 20 off of that. It definitely seemed a lot more dramatic than it
Yeah, a little bit of
was.
bad D on the up air. You could have been getting landed into the up B, but he's going to survive, okay?
Love the recovery mix-ups here from Skyjay. Obviously, Incineroar not going into
not
free fall out of the up B, but it's
MuteAce.
over.
No tech. Unfortunately, you're going to get hit by the back air.
Hey, yo, MuteAce making grand finals with a 3.
MuteAce
Oh,
turning it
Very
up,
commanded.
man.
What-
Getting his
what a
revenge in a
legend.
big way.
in a big way, yeah. Dude, I think the win is one thing, but just avoiding every single side B in that game, aside of like the round start one, I think that is the statement. You can't catch me. I love that from MuteAce. Absolutely phenomenal player. We're going to see him in grand finals, but first we're moving into losers, semis.
Top